Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2026 Brock Open. It's Cards of the Heart here to participate in the final match of the Brock Open. I can't remember if we had this same matchup in the last Brock Open, but it is once again me taking on FFR Pro 21, as FFR is the 1 seed, I am the 2 seed. It's Oops All V Hard for the final. First to 2 wins takes home the title of Brock Open champion. And to help guide you through this matchup is one of our very own competitors from this Open. It is Six, so Six, take it away.
Hello, puzzlers. How are you doing? Had a nice tournament watchy day. We've got one more match, and it is the classic Cards FFR Pro constant top 2 seeds clash of the Puzzle Legends matchup right here. Both these competitors have been absolutely on fire with times that few people can achieve at all, and they're able to do it fairly consistently. And yes, we are all playing on V hard this time. You ask how hard it is? My response is V. First half of this mode, you're going to see strats that are similar to the end of hard. Second half, you're going to see pain. These opponents get very, very fast and can juggle garbage clears for a long, long time, which is why it's very important to get that certain opening attack that we want to blind them as much as possible and try and get a quick kill out of it. And we're going to consider at some point whether it's just worth it to try the opening attack again instead of having them juggle garbage clears for 1, 2, 3 minutes in some of these stages. Any of these competitors, including our top 2 right here, can hit a wall anytime and trade over the lead. And it's not over until the final Mewtwo goes down. Game number 1 is starting. "16 stages of victory." Let's see who can align panels better. Let's see how they treat some of the AI trolling, and hopefully they're not going to end too crabby. Short attacks from each side. FFR's Gary was just way more cooperative. Cards Gary goes into a little bit of a chain. Does not look like he has anything for this next garbage clear, though. Until he does? No, not quite. It's just barely out of stop time. So a slight difference at the start. As long as the differences are only slight, that's all that really matters. It can all change in the second half. It helps to have as much as a buffer as you can, though. FFR tried a short attack again. Okay, got there with the follow-up after Brock did a short clear. So down to 19. Cards Brock is able to get to those greens. And is able to match at least one more top row clear. And another. And buying some time by clearing on the bottom. Third time's a charm on the short attack. It's... Nope. Ooh, not this one. Misty has a lot of convenient clears, and her board is full of panels now. Like, it's what you do to get the really short V-hard times, but also, if they clear, they can clear a lot. And lead Flippy because Cards got in one opening attack, just like that. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not gonna clear Misty, but she just flattens and gets another, like, full board of panels ready. Carter's hoping Surge is gonna time out from being distracted by the 4 combos, and he does. Finally, Misty goes down in a minute and a half for a 1-stage difference. Still not as dramatic a lead as in any of the lower difficulties, for reasons. But Cards will probably take it. Hopefully FFR's performance isn't going to be too affected by that little bit of trolling. Misses a swap in there. Or does he? That's actually a really low left side 4 combo block. It's unfortunate that Surge had the horizontal and the stall to just completely ignore it, though. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Surge does have time to get to the next garbage block on row 3. There's 4 combo separation again. Maybe. Uh-oh. Okay. Through Surge as well. We got there. That's what counts. Cards Koga's solo is clearing pretty much everything and is done in 22 after he sends the whole board. But here we go. A solid FFR attack on Erica. And there's the quick kill FFR wanted. Can Cards do the same on Sabrina? There's not going to be any shake time yet. Oh, that's some scam time. That's worrying. Still a top level clear. Shake there. Doesn't get to the reds in time. Done in 21. Alright, can FFR find the clean kill on Koga? Double fours into the 5 chain. Extra combos in now. Needs all of them. Horizontal 6 if FFR lands that last combo in time. Koga's not going to see the clear, and there. Pretty close to perfect stage there. Cards had the double 4 combos on Blaine, but he flattened and cleared them all at once. The stop time is not enough to get to the yellow clears, and definitely not as bad as it could have been. Oh, I think FFR was trying to do a little double swap to be able to continue that chain. Sabrina just... that almost worked on her, like frames away from being a 10. With a cute attack like that. Unfortunately, it's a little bit longer than that. She might be distracted by the right side combo block, though. No matches? No matches? Okay. Again, that is not ideal, but so much better than it could be at times. This Tracy could be annoying for a while. Has a lot of panels to work with. There's a big garbage block he's going to be clearing. This is one of the toughest calls to make in the PPL speedrun, whether to try again or not. There's a lot of factors to consider, like how low their stack is, what their chances of doing a dumb, if they have any clears on the next tier, which in fact Tracy does. And if they're just out of position at any time, they can still just time out. So when to keep it going and when to not is very weird at times. But Cards cuts it right there, and all of a sudden both players are starting Tracy. FFR some 4s and 5s. That's an arrangement. Tracy gets some of it. Can he get to the rest? There's some pillars, and no! Just barely times out like that. Car's going for some extra chains because he saw that Tracy was chaining, and he chained so much that he's leaving himself with nothing. And both players moving on. Team Rocket. I think that was an intentional cutoff because he saw that FFR saw the Rocket was raising. It was close. Didn't work here. Card's trying a short-ish attack too, hoping this Rocket's going to be distracted enough. And there's the break Cards wanted for a 15 Rocket to pull ahead. On the contrary, I am not feeling giddy. And neither is FFR in that attempt, then try it again. Cards has the attack on Geo. He's continuing to chain, waiting for Geo to stop. Geo's gonna stop here. If he doesn't have a good match for the little 4 combo blocks, he's just gonna time out. And there he goes. How low is FFR's Rocket going? Pretty much all the way into Confusion Kill. Alright, 1 stage deficit. FFR going to Geo at the same time, Card's going into Richie. But that's a 1 stage reset difference. Richie cuts off the chain in an awkward way. So Cards follows in suit. Richie leads the 1 vertical match. And gets to that clear just in time. Geo is flattened to row 3, and a similar thing happens on FFR's side. He doesn't have a top row clear immediately, so he could still do a dump, so FFR is playing it out. Giovanni is using up a lot of panels. Taking him some time to stack this down. Giovanni still doesn't have a top level clear and is kind of using all of his panels wrong. Does he see the tier 2? I don't think he does, and FFR gets out there. Cards is chaining until Richie stops. Seems sufficient enough now. Will Richie use up all his panels? Left side clear. I think he messed it up, and he did. Okay, but that took multiple attempts. Can FFR do this on the first one? Right side clear. Still leaves time for a left side clear. But how will Richie arrange them next? This might still work. He did have just enough time for that. Card trying a shorter attack on Lorelei based on what she did. It's gonna go down to, like, row 3... Wait. What was that down stacking? Okay, then. We take those, I guess. What is that any stacking from Richie's side? Oh, I see. It was just massive debating. Wow. Rude. Here's cards opening on Bruno. 7, 8 chains, 9 chains. Waiting for Bruno to start a chain, but just doesn't do it. And yet, I believe there was, like, very little shake time because actually all that came on screen were the small blocks, which left... And combined with Bruno being just slow enough, he wasn't able to react to that in time, and we got out. Yo, get crushed, Richie. Alright, how cooperative is Gary gonna be? He's used up a bit. Oh, if he clears the horizontal on the bottom row, he's not gonna be able to see anything else. And Card is gonna advance to Mewtwo. And I am still not going to use the word that rhymes with face. We're just going to see how this Mewtwo attack is gonna resolve. 4, 4, 6. Okay, we have sufficient chainage. I think Card's gonna stop here because Mewtwo's gonna stop the chain here. He does leave himself the right side clear. But he doesn't leave himself anything else! Holy V hard time! Well, that was domination from the side of Cards of the Heart on that one. FFR says nope immediately after seeing that, and Cards with a race time of 13:34 to clearly take the first win there. And FFR just says, let's go next. Let's run that back, and hopefully things are a little less abrasive this time. Alrighty, we are quickly setting up for game number 2. If Cards wins this, the Brock Open ends with him as the victor. If FFR wins this, we go to one more deciding game. I am okay with more puzzle. How about you? Let's see what happens. Okay, both players get a sufficient amount of opening chain that they want. The Garys are down stacking. Cards was more cooperative. FFR's is way less cooperative. Way less cooperative. Are you out of time yet? Are you out of time yet? Thank you, Gary. Eventually go down. Cards is a short attack on Brock, but Brock levels and clears. Finds some scam time with horizontals to get another clear. This could be a bit of a problem, but it's no longer a problem. That was like a rat-a-tata of a 6 combo within like a bajillion 4 combos. Look at all those combos! And Brock has no idea what to do with them. That's just impressive on a technical level. Like, even if it wasn't 10 seconds, that was just technical fireworks that was pretty to see. I appreciate it. Solid textbook. Cards Misty Quick Kill. FFR goes 4-4. Into cutting it off with a 4 chain. 2 different halves for Misty to take care of, and she can't decide which one to address, and that's an 11. Cards 4, 4, 3, 6. It's distracting Surge on the left side. Buys a little time with the 5 combo, but not enough. FFR is okay with 3 chains after seeing the state of Surge's board. He's chaining a bit more now, so FFR's trying to get in a bunch of extra combos to top him off if needed. Somehow the Surge cleared like 20 more panels before the garbage dropped, but as soon as he did drop, he had nothing to answer with. Oh, nice little way to split the chains and do multiple ones at the same time on Card Decide. Erica does have that convenient clear for the right, for the left, and now for the right. So if FFR's Erica has a less fortune formation, we can just even this right up with a 29 versus a 10. So pretty even through 5 so far as we go on to Koga. FFR is okay with the 4-4 and the 3-6. That's a very awkward formation on the top row of Koga's. On Cards' Koga. Bring him down in 17. Not quite enough time for FFR's Koga to clear that. And goes down not too long after. So all has looked well so far. There's that free 8, and Card's going to take it. With one more 4 combo, I believe that still does qualify for the 4-4, and it does. Green's gonna be able to downstack that right side for a long time. Hopefully there's no follow-up on Card Decide. And just barely times out. They've been getting out of some sticky situations by frames here. Ooh, stall tactics on FFR's Sabrina's side, though. But still not quite enough time, and FFR escapes now. That's a really low right side on Blaine. He's going to downstack to row 2, see nothing. And go right down with a quick kill like that. FFR doing a chain near the top. Tries to reestablish a chain on the bottom. Blaine gets 1 clear. Will he... Oh, that bottom time to do the next one. Wow, Cards with a very efficient burst of attacks there. Unfortunately, Tracy has the clears aligned. FFR out of the first half in 6 minutes, very respectable for a V-hard time right there. Does Tracy have enough time to deep pillar and yep, address the big blocks? That's a stage reset. First half don't matter. We start the V-hard really at the second half. We're both starting the Tracy. Very, very cooperative panel arrangement on FFR there for the one and done quick kill. Tracy's messing up the clear. Get confuzzled. Onwards to Rocket. FFR's going higher on the chains now. Timing it for when Rocket stops chaining, and so they will not have a lot of panels to work with. And they can't do anything in time. Can Cards get something similar? It's a little bit more dangerous. They don't really have a top level clear until they get to the third row. But they buy enough time to get there. And Cards has to try that again at that point. FFR starting the Giovanni attack. Okay, it's lower on the left. Giovanni is going to get a left clear. Will he address the right in time? No. That rocket kept looking like they were going to start something and it didn't, but then at that last moment they raised themselves to death, and that counts. Cards needs to catch up a full stage right now. It's very possible on this mode. If anyone gets into a clearing pattern, and FFR has to restart the stage, that's all it takes. This Richie, though, did everything wrong. No, wait, no, that's fine. We're fine. We're through.
The world will be mine. The world will be mine.
Giovanni arranges a low clear. Card is going to see how this lands, because there's no immediate clear right now. There is that. And this is another one of those tough calls. Giovanni tends to be really greedy on the amount of panels he uses, so like if he keeps clearing 9 at a time like that, he may just run out. Perfect formation FFR side to clear Lorelei, though, while Cards is deliberating on this. Giovanni is very, very low, but keeps finding the thing necessary to keep living. Keeps finding the one thing necessary to keep living. And finally runs out. Card's persistence there. At least gets him out of Giovanni, but at the same time, FFR is just getting these perfect shortish chain attacks into confusion kill formations, and yeah, FFR's on Gary at... Don't look at the timer. Don't just watch the panels fly. Okay, FFR continues that chain time. Probably not the cutoff he wanted, but Gary is distracted by the low left block. FFR's going to try and send the combos fast. Oh, he gets to the left clear. He might not have enough time to get to the right, and he doesn't! Don't look at the timer. Just see how this opening Mewtwo is gonna be like. Let's watch carefully. Four, 5.
Are you ready?
Chain there. Okay, there's the other 4. Okay, it's gonna be double 4 alignment. Now, how low is Mewtwo gonna go? No, he leaves the third row. He gets a clear on the right. Does he leave enough on the left? The blues.
I'm gonna take you down.
So he might do a dumb here. After this lands. That's the vertical 4 combo clear. Okay, nothing directly on top of this. This could be fine. Horizontal... Oh! If this leaves a red, that's what Mewtwo needed to survive here. But he's so low, he just needs a... Not what just happened. The purple appears to keep giving him the single out to stay alive.
Are you ready?
He might not have time for this. No, he does somehow. Mewtwo, there were beautiful things happening. What are you doing? Now Mewtwo has many options for clears. He is V-hard speed, so he can time out if he's just out of position, even if he has panels. But he's finding the scams here. Okay, now to be fair, just
I'm gonna take that.
just considering where we are in the race, because yeah, there is a race going on. There's nothing else happening interesting. FFR has time here. Mewtwo's gonna keep scamming for a bit, but if Cards is kind of stuck in Lorelei Land here for long, it might not matter in terms of that, because eventually Mewtwo's just going to have information where he can't do anything, and there he goes.
I'm gonna take you down.
I want to look at some numbers, because that is FFR finishing in just over 13 minutes, with a Mewtwo that took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Let's numbers for a bit here. Yeah, FFR was a potential Mewtwo quick kill away from possibly the best VR time ever. Yeah, I can confirm that from FFR's words directly. We were flirting with that. And then Mewtwo said nah. But anyway, the important thing is FFR is tied up the series. Oh yes, the run FFR did would still be a top 10 speedrun time. For sure. But then... anyway. Game 3 to decide it all. Let's go, gamers. I think intentional short attack try from FFR there. Same from Cards' side. And they both work out fine. Alright, I think both of these players are just going to play exactly the same way they have been so far, because they've pretty much been locked in and fine. Some chaining from FFR's Brock. Card just gets the big block clear. That's potentially a problem. Oh, somehow no problem. And pretty much matching times through 2. And Cars not only got the 4 chain, but like found a flurry of combos, just in case Misty goes exactly as low as she did. Will it matter? Whoa. Everything mattered. All those combos mattered. The timing of getting that in mattered. And also you, the viewer, matter. Thank you for watching this silly little panel matching dramatic tournament of ours. Light clearing pattern from Cards' Surge. Much more cooperative one from FFR. To pull ahead right here. It's all single blocks. That could be dangerous. Ooh, we might be fighting chains for a while. Oh, he's getting all fancy now. Although there's not a lot of shake time on this next attack, and there's not a top level clear. And yet Surge finds a way. This is a little bit of clearing pattern on both sides. Card's finally out of Surge. Ooh, FFR's Eric is going to be full of panels now, so potentially the same trolling effect is going to happen on this side now. Oh no. Uh-oh. It's... Ah! FFR needed more attacks. The combo blocks were in, but not fast enough. Now Eric has more panels. Card's short attack doesn't work there. The steel block doesn't matter to Eric on FFR's side. Okay, Card's a little bit more cooperative there. The stop time isn't real? Erica still lives through that? And that? Yeah, this would make even the hardiest of speedrunners just weep. In Bell. Oof. That's a Koga flatten and clear. That's Erica finally being dealt with on that side. It's just now Koga's turn to pop off. Yeah, finds that clear there. So the horizontals into that. Is gonna see the reds up there now. Cards is choosing to restart this stage. It's not the most common of things because his cursor is not super fast, but he can still juggle garbage clears for a while. It's like, I would say it's vibes based on whether you do it or not. There's just so many factors. Some of which you can't even put directly into words. But it worked for Cards there, definitely got the quickish kill right after. So, after all this trolling, we're still pretty close coming into Sabrina. Before going into the larger chains now. Low left, but not low enough. Card's also going into the larger chains. FFR Sabrina got to the big block. It's gonna keep it going for now because... well, she was gonna use up more panels, but then she decided not to. And now clearing patterns on both sides. It's kind of up to Sabrina who escapes first. Okay, still has the reds up there. Oof. Now FFR's gonna reset it entirely. Ah, that was within frames. Card is gonna reset entirely now. Let's run it back on both sides. Okay, 7 not a 4. I think the second 4 right there is still going to qualify it, though. And it does. The attacks are in. And Cards escapes. And so does FFR. Very similar happenings into very similar results. go with Blaine. Both players have the 4/4s. FFR, I think, intentionally tries the much shorter attack. Finding a lot of follow-up combos and dropping them as fast as possible, but I don't think there were any series of combos that would have KO'd that Blaine in time. After that big block clear on Cards aside, Cards going to try again. FFR, on the other hand, is basically completely resending an attack and hoping it works. Yes, Blaine juggles things badly and times out. It's hard to prognosticate, like, whether they're just going to mess up clearing top-level stuff multiple times in a row like that or not. Like, you can say, oh, it worked because I quick-killed them after, but maybe they were going to do a dumb on the very next clear if you kept the stage going. It's a bunch of not provable what-ifs. So you can just debate with yourself or other puzzlers for forever. There will not be a definitive answer. You will not get satisfaction. Pokemon Puzzle League. All that rude horizontal Blaine. Has this Tracy ran himself out of options? Not quite, because he sees the tier 2 in time. And that's very dangerous now. Although he's going with the top, there's no top matches to deal with. Does that actually buy him enough time? Yes, it does, because of the chain. What trollage. This is a situation for FFR. He's resetting because he didn't even have Tracy topped off. It's going to take him too long to do so again. Just do it with a fresh board. How's that attack? Okay, Blaine's out of position. Card's going on to Tracy now. Yeah, I do believe that these CPUs, they will definitely, they definitely know how to turn more things into chains than TA opponents do. It's more about whether they have the speed to reach them, which in S-Hard you'll see their maximum ability to do that when they have all the speed to do so, and it's... yeah, it's frightening. You'll constantly see them sending a chain the size of your board. Nice confusion kill on FFR's side. Single-digit frames away from a timeout on Cards Tracy, but didn't happen. Okay, that's the maximum Cards could have juggled that chain. Gonna send a few more. FFR's rocket leaves the vertical clear on the left. Still nothing on the right yet. That's taking a while to downstack and doesn't quite get the last one needed. Clearing the stage by frames, not clearing the stage by frames. It is a speedrun. If you're a fan of missing doing something by like a frame or two and having it cost you several minutes, boy, do I have the game for you. Also, you should probably get psychiatric help. A little bit of awkward positioning for cards as Tracy, but has enough time for that. Ah, Giovanni flattened the two smaller block clears. I think FFR was trying to hold out for the hope that he would use up pretty much all of them. But is going to try again fresh. Yeah, in speedrun terms, you don't really have the ability to cheese kill or like blind TA opponents the same way you can with the little exploit we found in Pokemon Puzzle League. So like, it's just much different overall strategies in the later modes. In the lower modes, like we've seen earlier today in this tournament, the TA strats and the PPL strats are much closer to each other. When you get into this territory of PPL, though, it starts to be its own unique thing with, like, other techniques being rewarded that you don't see in the rest of the series. Since in the follow-up he does, has Rocket confused themselves out of panels? They have. Card's still in this. FFR is just going to chain until Richie stops. To do that, he has to start again. And it looks like that's the best he can do. Richie does leave 3 rows. Is that enough time to get to the yellows? No. And we threw.
Are you ready?
Cards is finding every ways to juggle chains and hoping that Giovanni uses stuff up on the left. Oh, it's gotta be good. Alright. Cards clears Geo. But FFR is starting Lorelei. But Lorelei isn't really starting a chain. There's a decent amount of panels here. Still isn't directly addressing the garbage block, and... Oh. Nit. Heh. Okay, it's not the big block yet. That's not the big block in time. FFR escapes. 30-second Lorelei that could have been way, way longer if she had just gotten to that. Not what Cards wanted on Richie, so he's trying again. Immediate 4-4 for FFR and Bruno. Now the chain extension. Bruno cuts it off right there. That looks kind of awkward. Not enough time for Bruno. Richie, please don't see that. Okay, we threw. It's not over. Legendarily trolly things can happen on these last stages. I think that was an intentional cutoff. If it wasn't, that was the happiest accident ever, because Gary super quick kill straight into Mewtwo for the monthly championship. Let's go. Alright, we have 4-4. We're basically just extending now. Oh no, that broke the extension. Will it work anyway? Mute's a little bit out of position. Happy accidents everywhere for the win. Nah, I definitely know that was FFR wanted the chain to last longer, but that ended up being the most rewarding. Oops. To quick kill that Mewtwo. We try to educate on the best way to do an attack. We execute them. They end up juggling our chain's garbage block clears for minutes at a time. We restart, the same things happen. We try again. We mess up. We clearly mess up the opening attack. They go down in 15 seconds. We tear up all the strategy guides we've written and just throw them out the window because Pokemon Puzzle League.
Can't win 'em all.
Alright, let's see how long Cards tries to deal with this before we officially do the closing ceremony that we definitely have for these things.
Can't win 'em all.
Can't win them all.
Can't win 'em all.
I have always thought that, like, the sound of panels popping and garbage blocks popping is very satisfying when I'm not in the middle of a run myself. You done, Lorelei?
Can't win 'em all.
I guess not. You done now? Well, why not?
Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna win. Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna win. Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all.
Just chewing through the steel blocks like they're nothing and just going right back to it.
Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna take you down. Way to go! I'm gonna win.
Stop acting PvP.
Can't win 'em all.
Why we gotta be so competent like this?
Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna win. Can't win 'em all.
Why doesn't the pain end?
Hey, Six, what's up, dude?
I'm gonna take you down.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm being
Yeah.
mesmerized by the pain that Card is still subjecting himself to. Hey, we got the Lorelei.
Oof, 3 minutes on Lorelei. That's not what you want to see, and yeah, it looks like Cards is gonna call it quits there.
Yep.
Absolutely not. That the game absolutely said no on that one. So there we go. With the final time of 18-18, let's give FFR Pro his well-deserved second Pokeball and the win, and let's make it official as only we can. Woo! FFR Pro 21 defends his Brock Open title, taking home the second crown of the 2026 Open Series. Once again, going Gary and Brock back to back. Congrats, FFR.
Thank you,
Congrats
thank
for
you.
sure. I did the math, and I think if you got a 29-second or less Mewtwo kill on that one game, it would have been the best V-Heart ever. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if I got the Mewtwo in Game 3 and Game 2, that was probably world record, and even flirting probably with sub 11. But you know what? Another monthly open win? That's a pretty good consolation prize. So I'll take it. It's fine.
It is amazing how much of a different conversation we would have had if those last two Mewtwo's had swapped, but as it stands now, that's going to make our bracket like this. With the 2-1 win, it will be FFR Pro taking the title and quite frankly putting a bit of a stranglehold on the overall championship standings. So as soon as I take a few extra seconds to report these results, let's see how this will affect the overall monthly standings, because certainly gotten some point scorers from this tournament action. Let's see if this updates. And I dare say it actually has updated. That is FFR Pro with an undefeated match record and 22 points. So yeah, FFR, you're killing it. Absolutely, keep it up. And
I'll try.
And quite frankly, we've got the three of us in complete ownership of the top three in the standings, just like the top three of the last tournament. Yep, I'm in second with 18 points. Six is in third with 9 points. Deagle made some good strides, went up to 8 points. Fate got his game on and went up to 5 points, and Ty made a splash with 4 points. And maybe Gamer will get on the board again soon. But that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good tournament, all things concerned. There were so many different storylines that came from that, and I think as we go ahead and close up shop, I think Gary was the ultimate winner at the end of the day, because man, oh man, did Gary ruin so many runs. Six, any final thoughts from what you were able to see today?
This is such an entertaining game, man, to watch races of. It's... so many things can happen. You do the wrong thing and the right result happens. You do the right thing, the wrong result happens. And we get 8-second stages and 3-minute stages, and it always comes down to Cards versus FFR in the end for the most entertaining of stuff. I show you too.
That's it. I'm hoping someone else will be able to challenge us, because this is kind of getting stale at the top. But yeah, FFR with another win on your belt. How are you feeling at this moment?
Well, I'd be feeling a little better if we just swap the Mewtwo's from games 2 and 3, but right now I'm feeling pretty good, so can't complain too much.
Yes, what an unbelievable tournament that was, and we hope that you will join us for the next one. Just to double check the calendar and how things are going to shake out. In 2 weeks from this broadcast, we will go back to Tetris Attack for a little bit, as December 20th will be the Gargantua Blarg Open. Be nice to go back to a game that doesn't completely randomly knock you out of contention. That hopefully those races will be a bit more competitive. But that's coming up on December 20th, and then as we roll into January, we currently have the Lungfish Open for the Tetris Attack Open series set for January 3rd, and then Pokemon Puzzle League will return on January 17th for the Misty Open, and maybe this time I'll actually be able to close it out and defend my crown in the process. But that is going to be what is coming up on the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, and we hope you will tune in for all of it. But for this Brock Open, that is going to do it for us, for FFR Pro 21, for Six, and for everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. This has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.